Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shadowed City Podcast. I am your host, Larry, and this is The Shadows Within. And we are going to go over a few shows today. Hold on. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to go over IZW Crossfire, 3 GPW shows, and All-Star Pro that happened last night. And I think we're going to start by going over All-Star Pro. It was Havoc, Season 3, Episode 38. And if you missed it, please go check it out. And it was to kick off the show, Larry Loco versus Jackson Cole, with Jackson Silver at his side, with Jackson Cole walking out victorious. KCK versus Britt Graves, with Britt Graves walking out victorious. Kabuki Dragon versus Brian Walker, with Brian Walker walking out victorious. Chase Goldman with Carter Goldman took on the Dream Superstar, with the Dream Superstar walking out victorious. J-Rock versus Damian Briggs, with Damian Briggs walking out victorious. Trevor Fire and Miller Sullivan versus Lil Devil and AJ Albright, with Lil Devil and AJ Albright walking out victorious. Dirty Diana versus Amaya Bryant, with Dirty Diana walking out victorious. Alex Knight versus Shan Leon, with special referee Caleb Campbell, with Alex Knight walking out victorious. Jack Demon versus Terrible Tito in the main event, with Jack Demon walking out victorious. Now we are going to go over the 3 GPW shows that went down. GPW NXT Gulf Coast, Elijah Baker versus Fingers, with Elijah Baker walking out victorious. Primetime JoJo versus Shade, with JoJo walking out victorious. Papucho Nagaski set out an open challenge, and it was Lil Devil that accepted, with Papucho Nagaski walking out victorious. There was a backstage brawl between Outlaw and Turtle versus Carnage in a 2-on-1 assault, with Outlaw and Turtle walking out victorious. Tim Nightshade versus Drago, with Drago walking out victorious. A promo from Genie Jaw went down. Ember Kine versus Jake King, with Jake King walking out victorious. GPW Hardcore Championship, Data Boy versus the champion. Well, not versus the champion, but this was for the championship. Data Boy versus the Phantom Eddie Walker, with Eddie Walker walking out the champ. Ghost Edwards versus Jack Demon, with Jack Demon walking out victorious. GPW Global Heritage Championship, Cade Crossbones Cole versus the champion Big T, with Cade Crossbones Cole walking out the new champion. Ranger X versus Lunatic, with Ranger X winning, but after he called out Rogan Zero to help continue the assault on Lunatic even after winning. Buster Anderson threw out an open challenge and Shan Leon accepted, with Shan Leon winning. Triple B versus Unrivaled Blade in a promo, which leads to a match later in one of these 3 cards, which we shall get to. King of the Mountain Championship to end off the show, the Southern Psycho versus the champion Big Lou, and it is no countouts, with Big Lou retaining the gold. GPW WWM, John Robb the Savage took on Ranger Zero, with John Robb walking out victorious. Outlaw versus the Dream Superstar, with Outlaw winning, but Carnage came out in a chokeslam Outlaw after the matchup. No Holds Barred, Unrivaled Blade versus Triple B, with Unrivaled Blade walking out victorious. 22nd count Elle McLovin versus Showtime, with Elle McLovin walking out victorious. 5-man Battle Royal, Blaze Vortex, Ace Thompson, King, Scorpio, and ZZ Beretta, with Scorpio walking out victorious. Mr. Patterson versus Wade Jones, with Wade Jones winning but gets attacked by assailants, and Patterson was also attacked as well. Triple threat, Travell Daniel versus the Demon versus the WWM World Television Champion Turtle Harrington, with Travell Daniel walking out victorious. Isaac Frost cut a promo. In an underground clash, it was Cash Gordy versus Jack Graves, with Cash Gordy walking out victorious. A parking lot brawl ensued between Jeannie Jaw and Amaya Allen, with Jeannie Jaw walking out victorious. King of the Mountain Championship on the line. Adrian Danger versus the champion Big Lou, no countouts, with Big Lou retaining the gold. GPW Ladies Night callouts. Nina Schmidt versus Alexis Lynch, with Nina Schmidt walking out victorious. Sweet Death versus Dee Dee May, with Sweet Death winning. Welcome, Colton. I hope you are doing well, sir. Your lady is actually just about to come up here, your daughter. Sylvia Knight versus Madison Death, with Sylvia Knight walking out victorious. Jeannie Jaw versus Miss Dabness, with Jeannie Jaw walking out victorious. And Callie Bass and War Maiden had a promo that ended in a brawl, and these two ladies have had many of wars against each other on the GPW. So if you've never checked out our rivalry, go please check it out. Amaya Allen versus Bailey Cruz, with Amaya Allen walking out victorious. Now we move to the men's side of things. Big T versus Mr. Patterson, with Mr. Patterson walking out victorious. Hacksaw Morris versus Outlaw, with Outlaw walking out victorious. 22nd count Cade Crossbones Cole versus Isaac Frost, with Isaac Frost walking out victorious. 22nd count Ranger Rogue MK4 versus Unrivaled Blade, with Unrivaled Blade walking out victorious. IZW Crossfire mixed gender tag match. Akane Vachon and Madison Landon took on Alexander Colt and Tiffany Colt, with Alexander Colt and Tiffany Colt walking out victorious. Death Pit Championship on the line in an 8-way blood elimination. Rusty Steele, Chaotic Cameron, Johnny Superkicks, KD, Aaron James, Bullet, Rob Anderson, and John Wigginton, with Johnny Superkicks walking out victorious and the champion. Dream versus Becca Edwards, with Dream walking out victorious. Falls Count Anywhere, Buster Anderson versus Red Mane, with Buster Anderson walking out victorious. Angelina West versus Rose Wilson in a 2 out of 3 tables, with Angelina West walking out victorious. Wes Grimm versus Lewis West versus Quinn J. Stone versus Nomad, with Quinn J. Stone walking out victorious. IZW Women's Bloodlust Championship Battle Royal. Mona, Akira Frost, Cassandra M. Demois, Raven Moon, LaShawn S., Artemis, Nina Schmidt, and Sylvia Knight, with LaShawn S. walking out victorious and the champion. 2 out of 3, Jack Graves versus Andre Robinson, with Jack Graves walking out victorious. 6-man Battle Royal. Big motherfucking Lou versus the Clown Insidious versus Primetime JoJo versus CJ Frost versus the Ghost J Jin versus the Phantom Eddie Walker, with J Jin walking out victorious. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what I had to go over at the moment in time. Stay tuned for more. I hope everybody has a great day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. Peace out.